on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Sports to the Wire. For those of you who are actually new to the channel, I'm your host, as always, Rashid White. My co-host, Eric, is we're back for this. This is really crazy over here with this.
I'm a little upset about all this right now. Absolutely.
Yes, you could read the title on the screen there, man. And what do you think, Barrick, man? I think are the Celtics acting prematurely over here? Are they acting on pure emotional rage? Not just emotional thinking, like emotional rage over here. Now, we got to be very careful, too, because this is like, we're in the age of cancel culture here. And we got to be careful what we actually say regarding this very, very highly sensitive topic here.
Right. That's the thing. I mean, right now, you're looking at a situation where a man committed adultery, right? Committed adultery. He cheated on Nia Long. That's his wife presently. 10 years of marriage. But what he did, he left the Boston Celtics to the NBA Finals, 2 wins away from an NBA championship. And I specify all this because you really didn't have a legitimate reason to fire him based on his ability to perform his duty, his ability to coach the team. So this is being done.
Not fire. He's not fired.
Suspended. Well, I'm sorry. That's the worst thing to say because I do believe that's where he's going to wind up.
Absolutely.
But so they right now they suspended him due to the fact that he violated a team policy, which is that he had consensual relationship with a female member of the team staff, which by and large is violating team policy. So he apologized to the team and the fans. But you got to think about this, my brother. They report to camp next week. Now you don't have a head coach.
Well, they do. I mean, technically,
you have an interim coach, but this is happening now. Exactly. This is happening 1 week before preseason starts. You open up on the 18th of October against who? The Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is insane in a sense, though, because listen, I mean, it's really hard for NBA players to actually buy into what their head coach is actually saying. And y'all remember, man. I mean, there was a struggle at first, and Udoka lassoed that rope around this team, and he got them to actually buy in. There was a lot of selfish play between Tatum and Jaylen Brown there, and he actually got them to really kind of work together. You remember everybody was talking about trading those 2 players, and Udoka just worked a miracle, man. He beat the Brooklyn Nets, and I mean, I don't know. Is this something that I know there's rules there, but if it's something must have really somebody snitched on him. Or something must have really happened. I mean, now the woman who's accusing this too, she actually broke the rules too. So we got to find out what's going to happen to her. If she's actually going to be revealed right there.
Well, that's the thing, by and large, they phase out the female employee. That's why they label her as a female, as an office assistant, who was involved in a consensual relationship with Udoka.
Yeah.
So they're going to phase her out. We're not going to probably learn the true identity of this woman. Maybe it will leak out at some point if people dig hard enough. But for the most part, she's probably going to be phased out. The biggest thing right now is what they're going to do with the head coach. And as I mistakenly mentioned, I want to make sure I apologize about that. I mistakenly mentioned him being terminated, but I want to go by something you and I talked about. And first of all, they're going to use assistant head coach Joe Mazzulla to replace him. But they spoke very heavily in the fact that upon his termination, again, I am terminating him again. Upon what's going on with him, they are going to basically go through immediate effect with the suspension. And then later on, they're going to convene to find out what exactly they're going to do moving forward with Udoka's position as the head coach of the Boston Celtics, which by and large shows that they might decide to move on from him. So to your point, how are they going to bond? How are they going to listen? To your other point, will they still be able to flow the same way? To my point, will they be enough distractions around this team that will prevent them from, basically reprising what they did last
Yeah,
year and
that's the
hopefully
whole
doing this
thing.
year?
You had the Brooklyn Nets distraction in the summertime with the whole Kevin Durant thing. No, we don't know how Jaylen Brown is actually feeling about his name being tossed out there, and them probably not telling him that he was in trade talks. That was another thing that actually came out. They wasn't telling Jaylen Brown that he was involved in trade talks. So I mean, it's going to be. I don't
Well, that's
know,
what I'm
man.
saying. There'll be
Right
distractions on this team, but this is happening on the cusp of the preseason starting. Like I said, they got to report to camp next week. You open up the season on the 18th of next month against another Eastern Conference powerhouse. So Missoula is going to have to get this team prepared quickly. And you got to start with a big-time team meeting to start things off, air everything out in the locker room. Anybody got things to say it. Let's get it all out in the open and let's move forward. Because now you're not like this team that just didn't make the playoffs for 3 years. You're a team that was in the NBA Finals. Okay? You don't have the luxury of playing games. So, Udoka put them in a bad position, but I'm guessing this is team policy. We don't have the language on this, but this is team policy, and they acquiesced, and this is the decision. So we shall see how this thing plays out. But my last opinion on it, man, from a married man, I think it's kind of foul that you go out and, do the type of things you're doing. You got a prominent position as head coach of the Boston Celtics. Things seem to be going pretty well in your world. You're married to a beautiful woman. I don't know how she is behind closed doors, but, on the outside looking at things, they've been married for 10 years, and you make these type of decisions that can probably put you in a bad position moving forward. Who knows you'll ever get another coaching job if in all the Celtics
after the transformation he did, he'll get another coaching job. I mean, it was consensual. There was no domestic what do you call it? Domestic abuse there or anything like that. I don't know who dimed them out though, because it can't be the woman. She's not going to snitch on herself,
Well, there's no guarantees there either. Remember, they're phasing her out. We don't know who she is. Think about that.
Is it legal? Is it legal how they went about finding out? This is private information here. Was it a team?
It's a policy. That's what they're saying right now.
But my thing is how they found out. This is private, especially like you said, he's married. He's, the woman is not going to put her job in a precarious situation. Yeah, to put same thing, get suspended unless the Duke is sliding her something on the side, some money. But I don't know.
Like I said, it could be two things, man. It could be someone dropped a dime on them, or maybe they are having a break. Maybe they had a breakup. She didn't like it, and then what goes on from there. So those are a couple possibilities, and then of course, hopefully, we'll get a chance to see if they release information on the policies word for word, and see, how things were able to go from there. My guess is Boston feels pretty confident in their decision. So.
All right, we'll wrap the video up. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Certainly share this video. When you share, the universe will share back with you. And if there's more information that comes out on this tomorrow or the following day, Barrick and I will be right up on it, man.
No doubt. All right, guys. Peace.
All right, peace.